It is 9 o'clock, it is Friday, the night before the storm. Welcome one and all to the Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspur preview. Now this is our second big game of the season. We're not coming into this game on such great form, but it's going to be fantastic to hear what you guys, your opinions and things like that are going to be on this game. And I'll be sharing my opinions, and as you can see on the right hand side of your screen right there is my predicted 11. Now the reason I put predicted 11 is just so you don't get confused. This is not the 11 which I want to play, this is the 11 which I think is going to play, and I think Jose Mourinho in his mind wants to pick. I would change a few things if I was a manager, but I'm just trying to, predict 11 to see how many I get right. But then I will be telling you, who I would probably put in instead, and also I'll be giving you my score predictions as well as normal on the show, and just going through some general talking points. So and you guys can get involved in the live chat. I'll be reading all your comments and things like that. So yeah, please do get involved. And hopefully it's going to be a very, very good stream indeed. And I think in this game we've got a chance. Obviously, the big news recently: Harry Kane will not be involved in this game due to an injury he got in the Liverpool match, which is very, very good for us. Although he doesn't have a great record against us at Old Trafford right now, he is the form striker, and you probably would have wanted him out, rather have him out of the team than in the team. So I think a lot of Manchester United fans, especially. A lot of Manchester United fans are very, very happy about this. However, Jose Mourinho, in his press conference, has having a bit of a gripe about this. He's been saying how, even though Harry Kane's out, we've got all these players out like Pogba, Fellaini, Rojo, all them, to quote him, don't talk to me about don't talk to me about Harry Kane. So that's what he said. So he doesn't think it's going to make too much of a difference, and it doesn't advantage us that much. Get your thoughts in the live chat about that. What you guys think about Jose Mourinho, what he's saying. And yeah, I'll be very, very interested to hear what you guys think. But ultimately, this is the preview show, and I'm going to preview, who might score the goals, where the most important places on the pitch are for this game, and it's going to be interesting to see how we play it. I think, obviously, Tottenham are not just a Harry Kane team, as Pep Guardiola said. I think they do have a few other players, especially Christian Eriksen. Now, I want to talk about him because he, is one of the leading Premier League midfielders in terms of chance creation, and I think he's a really consistent player for Tottenham as well. So we need to keep an eye out on him, and I think if we can nullify his threat, because Harry Kane is out, if you can nullify Christian Eriksen's threat and nullify his chance creation, then I think we will win this game, if we've got the best, if we can score the goals, obviously. But I have a lot of faith in our ability that we'll be able to do that. But yeah, ultimately, I think to be honest, I'm quite confident going into this game. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am quite confident. I was confident going into the Liverpool game and into the Huddersfield game. How wrong could I have been? But I'm pretty sound going into this game. So hopefully we can, do the business. Hopefully we can. I think we I just think, I don't know why. Obviously, you guys might say, well, how can you be hopeful? How can you be, this hopeful after what's happened? Welcome, Asian Gamer. Welcome to the stream, pal. How's it going for me? It's going well. It's going well. Yeah. As you said there, I can't. The game has come around. It is tomorrow, 12:30 kickoff. So the first game of the Premier League, and it's going to be a very, very interesting one. Obviously without Harry Kane, it's going to be interesting. But obviously we don't have players like Pogba, although it's a good thing, and that's why I put in my predictive lineup that Eric Bailly and Phil Jones will be back as a partnership. They're doing so well when they were a partnership. We'd only conceded 2 goals in the league all season. And then obviously Jones got injured in the last game against Huddersfield, and when Lindelof came on, it really went downhill. So hopefully, I'm hoping that partnership can go strong again, and it can, just be a strong partnership be a force, and I'm really hoping it can. So that's why I put them in my predicted 11, and hopefully, you know, if they are there, I think we'll be all right. Obviously, without the threat of Harry Kane, they might not be able to. They might not need to do that much defending. But I mean, we'll wait and see. Asian Gamer says Mata instead of Lingard. I'm guessing he means. Yeah. I mean, I thought Lingard played really well in midweek, and you know, I think a lot of people would still argue that he's not the player. You know, he's not a great player in this Man United side. He's definitely more of a squad player. But I don't know. I just feel like I definitely feel like he's got something to offer in that team. He's been playing well in these past few games, and I think even if he comes on as a sub, I'll put him in the predicted 11 just because I think Jose Mourinho is going to play him in the team. But I personally probably play Mata and then put Lingard on the bench. And then bring him on because he does offer that burst of pace and that bit of skill that you might need in these sort of situations. So yeah, I think that would be a good suggestion. I will go through my lineup now for the game. So obviously the predicted lineup, as you can see, I've got David De Gea in goal. Ashley Young at left back. Even though Luke Shaw only got 5 minutes, I think his Manchester United career is very, very slim. There's not many chances he's got of, you know, getting back into the team really, unless, you know, Jose Mourinho does see something in him, but I doubt it. So I think he's going to play Ashley Young for this game like he did for the Liverpool game. Then I put Jones and Bailly and the two centre-back partnership with Antonio Valencia at right back. You know, I think that defence looks very, very solid. The two in midfield, I'm going to go for Matic and Herrera. I mean, in my opinion, with Ander Herrera, he's kind of controversial because I believe if everyone was fit, he wouldn't get into the team. I think he just wouldn't. I think, you know, on form, he's not doing too well at the moment. I thought the Swansea game, he had an alright game, but, you know, that's Swansea, to be honest. How much can we really judge on that? You know, I say that and I put Jesse Lingard in the team. But I think Herrera's there, and I think when Pogba comes back, which is hopefully soon, then he'll probably slot in there and we'll have a good midfield once again. Then I put Martial instead of Rashford. I've gone with that just because, you know, I'm predicting that Jose Mourinho is going to go that way. They started Martial and Rashford. I think they started Rashford up front for the game against Swansea in midweek. I think Martial is going to play at that left mid spot. Then we've got Henrik Mkhitaryan, which again is a controversial choice just because he hasn't been performing too well, although I'm predicting that he's going to go in the cam role just because Jose Mourinho didn't play him on Tuesday night, which suggests to me that he might be saving him for this game, which, you know, I think he will be in the team. Then I put Lingard at right wing just because I think that Jose Mourinho may want to reward him for his performance on Tuesday. Although I would argue that Mata might be a better player to put in there. And of course, Romelu Lukaku. Hopefully he can get back on the score sheet for Manchester United. You know, score, hopefully he can get back on the score sheet. Hopefully he can score in one of the big games. And, you know, we haven't played at Old Trafford after the international break. And this is the first game at Old Trafford after the international break. So hopefully we can pick up some momentum. And if we win this game, you know, the next Premier League game we have is Chelsea. And in between that, we've got another home game to Benfica. So we've got 2 home games in a row coming up. Hopefully we can make the use of them. But yeah, hopefully Lukaku can get on the score sheet, and without Harry Kane being there, can sort of upstage him in a way. Asian Gamer says anyone can score a goal against a Swansea B team, and he says he's just a hard worker. Let's talk about Lingard. Yeah, I do agree. I think, you know, Swansea, it wasn't the best team in the world, obviously, in terms of, you know, yeah, I think, yeah, I think it is. You know, it wasn't the best team to judge, obviously, because Swansea, and I think you know, they turned up thinking they were going to get beat, to be honest. After the 4-0 hammering that we offered them last time they were here, they're thinking more of damage limitation. I think, you know, they only really threatened in the second half towards the end of the game. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, you could say it's a bit hard to judge, but I think he did play well overall. I thought he did have a good game. So, you know, you got to give it to him. Asian Gamer says that team will not happen the attack. 2 attacking. I think we should play Jones and CM and Smalling and Blind and Bailly as a 3 and hope Jones doesn't get injured. Lindelof. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, that'll be a very, very interesting very, very interesting formation, to be honest. If you play, you know, the three at the back, I think that would be very, very interesting. But yeah, I do think that that would be very, very interesting indeed. I mean, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Jose Mourinho is going to want to experiment in this game. I think he'll want to, you know, play the same formation throughout the 4-2-3-1 and, you know, play that kind of way. But I mean, it could happen during the course of the season. I mean, we've seen Phil Jones play in that central defensive midfield role a few times. And so, yeah, I definitely think that could happen. Asian Gamer says, Max is 12 subs ahead of you. You have to play catch-up. Yeah, he's doing very, very well. I mean, to be honest, I don't really care much about, you know, no, subscribers are good and all, but I think, you know, having live watchers is, I'd rather have loads of live watchers, to be honest, instead of subscribers, because obviously subscribers are good and they watch your videos and stuff, but, you know, I want, you know, I like the live sort of interaction with the people. I think that's really fun. So yeah, I mean, I think there is some sort of problem with the notifications or something like that. Because you know, I don't know why it seems like you know, notifications. I mean, I've tested it before, and I mean, even me, I don't get notifications when I make another account and, like, you know, and try it out. I still don't get notifications when I go live, so it's really, really bad from YouTube. Obviously, you've got it, Asian Gamer, but I mean, other people may not have got it, which is annoying. But you know, that's you know, that's what live content is these days. It's not going too well, but anyway, you know, it's good to do the preview, and obviously you guys will be able to watch this as a video as well. So yeah, obviously I've gone through the 11 with you guys. Now I'm going to give you my score prediction for the game. So obviously I think I'm probably going to go with a oh, it's difficult. I think, you know, without Harry Kane, they haven't got a lot of threat, although Harry Kane doesn't have a great record at Old Trafford. But I think we can turn them over 2-0 at Old Trafford. So I think 2-0 is going to be the scoreline. I think Lukaku will get on the score sheet, and I also think Martial will score as well. So I think it's going to be 2-0 to Manchester United. Lukaku and Martial on the score sheet. And hopefully it'll kickstart our momentum of winning against the bigger teams. Yeah, hopefully. My notification came to Asian Gamer. Yeah, that is good. I mean, at least some notifications are going out. I know that not all notifications are going out. And if I don't get that many, you know, live watches or whatever, I'll probably just end the stream. You know, I won't just keep it going or whatever. But thank you very much for joining. I really appreciate it. And please do like the stream and like the video, guys, if you haven't already. But it's going to be a difficult game. It's going to be an interesting game to watch. Obviously, the Huddersfield game, it's going to be very, very different because, you know, Tottenham, I think, you know, Huddersfield, even though they came at us, they only really threatened for their 2 goals. Apart from that, they didn't really threaten at all. So, you know, this Tottenham team are a very, very decent side. They're on form at the moment. Obviously, Harry Kane is out of the fold, but they still have some very, very decent players. Christian Eriksen, Dele Alli, Heung-min Son as well have been playing really, really well for them so far. So it's going to be a test. It's going to be a test. But hopefully the Old Trafford crowd will help us get through. Hopefully, you know, it'll go well for us, I'm sure. Welcome, Tubes. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Welcome, Ryan. Welcome to the stream, mate. How are you doing? Tube says 2-1 to United. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice, 2-1. I've gone with a 2-0 scoreline, by the way. And I think, yeah, I think 2-0. I think 2-1 would probably be I mean, in a way, more realistic because they do, even though without Harry Kane, they still have a lot of attacking threat. You know, obviously, I've just said Christian Eriksen. Yeah, Christian Eriksen. They've got Heung-min Son, Dele Alli, all them. I think, you know, they do have a lot of you know, players who could potentially put one in the back of the net, which I'm not denying. So we need to make sure that yeah, you know, we have to make sure that we we nullify those threats. And I think Christian Eriksen's the main one, in my opinion. You know, I think you know, Christian Eriksen, in my opinion. Yeah, I think Christian Eriksen, in my opinion's you know, one of the players who, if you nullify, you know, the Tottenham team are very weak, because I think a lot of their attacking play and a lot of their creative play does go through them. So hopefully we can nullify him with our midfield. Let's read a few of your comments. Ryan says we've got a good home record. True, I think we can. We do have a good home record, especially against Tottenham, and especially against Harry Kane, which is unfortunate that he is out for Tottenham, because Harry Kane hasn't actually scored against Manchester United at Old Trafford. So, yeah, to be honest, if he was playing, would he have made that big of an impact? I think he would have. Also, guys, just on a side note, I was actually rummaging through. Yeah, I was actually rummaging through my cupboard or whatever, and I actually found my earliest Manchester United shirt. So the earliest Manchester United shirt I ever bought, and this was the shirt from when I first started supporting Manchester United. So this is it. I think it's the 2007-2008 shirt, I believe. There it is. Let's make sure you can see that. Yeah, this one here. I don't know why I've got my earphones in. That one there, mate. And then, oh, look at that. Look at that. There you go, there you go. I was thinking of possibly getting some sort of way of hanging that up. Obviously, I've got a few more Manchester United shirts as well, but I think that's just sort of a special one, just because it's the first one I've ever, you know, it was from the first season or whatever that I ever started supporting Manchester United. So, you know, it's kind of special. So I was thinking about hanging it up somewhere. Ryan says Llorente can play up front. He is a very experienced player who can, you know, do a job up front. There's no doubt about it. But I think hopefully if we have a stronger defence, we can deal with him. I think, you know, he's definitely not as threatening as Harry Kane. But he will still be a threat. He will pose a different kind of threat, possibly, you know, a bit better at the build-up kind of play. But there you go. Ryan also agrees with Tubes and says 2-1 to Manchester United. Asian Gamer says, would you trade Mickey, Lingard? Would you trade Mkhitaryan, Lingard, Fellaini and Herrera for Dele Alli and Son? That's a difficult one. They are very, very good players. Not gonna lie. Dele Alli. Oh, it's interesting, isn't it? I think, you know, because you know, obviously they would make a difference to our team. I think, although I wouldn't, to be honest, I would yeah, I wouldn't Asian Gamer. I probably would stick with those 4 players. I think, you know, the more players you have, the better, really. You know, in terms of your squad, I think I'd rather have 4 you know, kind of average kind of players who can do a job than 2 players who are really, really good on their day. But there you go. You guys can have your say in the comments. Tube says, I've been a big fan of Moussa Dembele since he played for Spurs in 2012. Yeah, I think, you know, he has been a very decent player for Spurs, to be fair. He is a very strong player in that midfield. I do agree with you, mate. I do agree. Yeah, the European Championship. Yeah, this is the 2007-2008 shirt, as Tube said. Kieran 7 on the back, although from then on, I've been a number 10 man. I've always been a number 10 man from then on. I realised that, you know, obviously in that season, Cristiano Ronaldo was the main man, the kind of god. So I kind of got the number 7 shirt. Although from then on, really, I've just got the number 10. You know, I'm just a number 10 man, really. As I said, I've already said, I just think, you know, I play in that kind of position for my football team or whatever, so Yeah, that's what I'd go for. Ryan says, we played good at Old Trafford and we beat anyone at home, as we've seen we beat Chelsea last year, went on to win the league. Yeah, true. And I think, you know, our home record is very, very good. You know, it definitely is very, very solid. Especially this year, we have been doing very well at home, and especially just anywhere in the league. Because our two dropped points of the season have come away from home. At home, we've made it a fortress this season. I don't think we've actually lost a game at home or drawn one. So we haven't dropped points at home this season. And hopefully we don't start tomorrow. And I think we won't start tomorrow, as you guys are predicting. I think you're all predicting wins for Manchester United. So hopefully that can come to fruition. Yeah, get your combined 11s in the live chat. I want to see what you guys have to say. Tube says combined team could be David De Gea, Rose, Bailly, Alderweireld, Valencia, Dembele, Matic, Pogba, Eriksen, Kane, Lukaku. So that's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Manchester United players and 5 Tottenham players. I would agree with that. I mean, that would be a solid 11 though, wouldn't it? I mean, that would be an unbelievable team. I think that would win the league every single year. I don't even know if you could bring in, like, do you think that team would win the Champions League? I think that would. I mean, you got De Gea, Bailly, Alderweireld, Valencia, Rose, Dembele, Matic and Pogba. What a midfield. And then Eriksen, Kane, Lukaku. Oh my word. Damn. You want me to do a combined 11? I'm going to read out Ryan's first. He says, De Gea in goal, Valencia, Vertonghen, Bailly, Rose, Matic, Pogba, Ali, Eriksen, Martial and Kane. It's interesting. It's interesting. So what, he's gone for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Manchester United players again and 5 Tottenham players. It is going to be very, very close because obviously Spurs are a very, very solid team from head to toe. They have a very, very strong squad. So, you know, it's going to be tough. But yeah, yeah, it looks very, very solid. I mean, Martial and Kane up front, I think that'd be a really good combination as well. You've got Martial, who's a bit smaller, a bit more skillful, a bit more fast, and you've got Harry Kane, who's just clinical in front of goal. I mean, they're both clinical in front of goal, but yeah, again, Ryan, a fantastic team, as well as Tubes' team as well. Who do you think out of those two teams, guys, would do the better in the, let's say in the Champions League? If they both went into the Champions League, which team do you think would do the best? Obviously, it would depend on the run they got, but you know what I mean. Yeah, so my combined 11 would probably be David De Gea. If we're going to play a 4-3-3 formation, I'd probably go with David De Gea in goal, Valencia at right back, Eric Bailly and Toby Alderweireld with Danny Rose at left back, as you guys have gone with. And then in 3 in midfield, I'd probably go with Pogba, Eriksen, and either Matic or Ali. That's a difficult one. Matic or Ali. I'm gonna have to go with Matic on this one. I think he's been really underrated this season. Just Dele Alli hasn't had that kind of, hasn't had that touch so far. And then the 3 up front. I'm gonna go with the 4-3-3 on this one. 3 up front. I think Harry Kane has to be up there. I think Son has to be up there as well. And I think, I mean, I would put Ibrahimovic up there, but he hasn't really played that much, and he's not playing in tomorrow's game. But if Ibrahimovic was fit, I'd put Ibrahimovic up there and have Ibrahimovic, Kane, and Son at the 3 up front. But because Ibrahimovic can't play, I'd put Martial in there. So I'd go, yeah, that'd probably be my combined 11. Asian Gamer says, mine says David De Gea, Bailly, Vertonghen, Valencia, Rose, Pogba, Matic, Dele, Lukaku for the pace, Martial and Rashford. So a very, very Manchester United focused attack. But to be fair, you know, Nesta and G, welcome to the stream, mate. How are you doing? No problem, mate. Thank you very much for... No, I'll get my words mixed up. Thank you very much for joining. Please do stay and add your opinion on, you know, or everything to do with the Tottenham match. 3-1 to United. That would be, I reckon that would be a decent scoreline. I reckon that would be, I mean, you know, a lot of people in the stream have been predicting 2-1 to United, so 3-1 would probably be decent as well. Yeah, I would agree with that, my friend. I would agree with that. And yeah, keep getting your thoughts in on the match or whatever. Would really like to hear what you guys have to say. Welcome Red Army MUFC. I'm doing fantastic, mate. How are you doing? And guys, if you are watching, please do like the stream. I'd really appreciate that. And yeah, keep getting your thoughts in on anything to do with this game, anything to do with Manchester United in general. You know, please do get involved. Coming up to 9:25. I'm not feeling like a radio host. Coming up to 9:25. But no, I think it's going to be a very tough game. It's going to be a very interesting game. I think. Obviously, without Harry Kane, was Mourinho preparing for Harry Kane throughout the week? It's going to be interesting to know, interesting to see. But you know, it's the second big test. I mean, hopefully the Old Trafford crowd will help us out, because away from home against these big teams, we seem to have been parking the bus, as it were, and sort of, you know, being very, very negative. Whereas, you know, I think we should be a bit more positive, and you know, we should be going for these teams. And I think, you know, as good as Spurs' defence is, we still shouldn't be too afraid of it, because you know, last season under Jose Mourinho we played really, really well. You know, we played well against Tottenham. Mkhitaryan getting his first Old Trafford goal against Tottenham, and for the most part we played well. David De Gea made a few decent saves from free kicks from Christian Eriksen, but overall I think we'll do well in this game, hopefully. Red Army MFC said this game is a must-win. I've heard Kane might not play, which is beneficial. I agree, and I think if we win this game, you know, it will show people that we're not. You know, I think if we lose or draw this game, it could, you know, we will definitely lose ground. We will definitely lose ground. You know, against the teams like Man City and people like that, and we don't want to do that. And I think if we win this game against Tottenham tomorrow, it will show people that we can beat the bigger sides, and we should be able to beat the bigger sides, really. So we need, I think we need to do that to prove, and also make sure we keep the ground with Man City, because they're already 5 points clear of us, Man City, which is annoying. So hopefully we can do something about that. Welcome Crazy Pizza, welcome to the stream, my friend. How are you doing? He says Man United 3-2 to Man United 3-2. That would be a cracking game. To be fair, I don't mind really, really good games to watch, as long as we're on the winning end of it, because you know, the cracking games, you know, are great to watch back. Ryan says, how can you say Lukaku's better when Kane has performed at the top level for 3 or 4 years? Yeah, I think yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, it's a good argument you guys having there, because you know, obviously, you know, I mean, yeah, honestly, guys, you can have your, you know, say in the live chat, but I think Harry Kane right now is better than Romelu Lukaku, just because, you know, obviously, you know, Kane has had, for the majority of his career, Kane has had a better team around him, although Romelu Lukaku is still a top striker. But I think Harry Kane is just he can just be absolutely lethal. I mean, you know, Lukaku just hasn't been in amongst the goals, and on form alone, I probably have to say Harry Kane. And I think, you know, someone who's won the Golden Boot twice in a row is not a crap striker. So we need to, you know, I think we need to value Harry Kane, and it's just annoying because he does well for Tottenham in the league and all that, and he gets all that praise, and then, you know, when he goes to the World Cup this year, I guarantee you he'll be absolutely. Oh, I realised I couldn't say that word on the stream, but he'll be crap. He'll be absolutely crap. Welcome Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Welcome to the stream, my friend. How are you doing? And guys, if you are watching, I'd really appreciate a like on the stream. Please do hit that like button. I'd appreciate it. But now Zlatan is here. I mean, can you? I mean, who's better, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Harry Kane, or Romelu Lukaku? There you go. There's a question. Who would you rather have in your team? Asian Gamer says, if we lose against bottle jobs and no history, do you think we'll be out of the title race? I think, you know, it'll be I don't know. I think a lot of people may say yes, may say, you know, if we can't beat Tottenham at our home patch, then, you know, we're probably out of the title race. But I think it's too early. I do still think it's too early. I think, you know, you should be able to judge. I'd say if you look around before, you know, close to Christmas where we are, then you know, I think that'll probably be a better time to judge. But apart from that, I honestly, I don't agree with you, mate. I don't agree, but I see why you would say that. I see why you would say that. Red Army MEFC says, even if Lukaku's a flat track bully, the flat track bully could have won us the league. Yeah, that is true. That is true. You know, he is that type of player which could really which can help your side, and I think he is a decent player. There's, you know, there's no two ways about it. It's just, unfortunately, he just hasn't been in the right form at the moment. So yeah. But yeah, good comment from Red Army MUFC. Tube says our only home losses versus Spurs were in 2012 and 2014. The 2-3 loss, yeah, and the 2-1 loss as well. Yeah, yeah, they were annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, 2014 loss. I mean, David Moyes is a bit. I mean, we're not gonna speak about him, but you know, yeah, I think yeah, they, you know, they don't have a great record against us, but hopefully that can continue tomorrow. I mean, away from home against Spurs, that's a different matter. I mean, the last 2 years we've been creamed, really. Yeah, Red Army MEFC says England's youth squad has been doing good. They've been doing really well. I mean, they're even into the World Cup final, which unfortunately a Liverpool youngster has scored back-to-back hat-tricks or something like that. So, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's annoying. And the senior team can just about get into it. Right, see you later, Zlatan. Thanks for joining the stream. Thanks for joining the stream, pal. 1-0, he says, to Manchester United is his prediction. Like last year. To be fair, I'd take that. Just 3 points tomorrow would just be brilliant. After the Huddersfield game, 3 points would be fantastic. Tube says, Red Army, we could have done with Lukaku in the 16-17 home draws versus Stoke, Burnley, Bournemouth, Hull and Swansea. Yeah, I definitely agree. You know, I mean, Zlatan Ibrahimovic just couldn't finish his dinner, especially against Burnley. I mean, I don't know what happened. He just could not finish. He just could not put the ball in the back of the net. And that was so annoying. So, you know, it was just annoying, but unfortunately, we had to go. We've got past that season. We're looking at like we're playing really good football at the moment. Asian Gamer says the guy with a 24-inch penis carried Everton, and now they're doing. yeah. I mean, they're not doing too great, Everton, which is a kind of a surprise. I mean, I would argue. I think, you know, that obviously with all the money they brought in, you thought they're actually trying to turn the corner and really, you know, compete with the top 6. And now, you know, they're further away from the top 6 than any other stage in the season. So, yeah, I mean, it hasn't gone too well for them, and Wayne Rooney as well. But hopefully it gets better for him. Although Rooney has scored a few decent goals. You know, he scored against Arsenal. He scored against City. You know, he has scored some goals against the bigger teams. So, yeah. 16-17 could have we could have used him the most then. Yeah, definitely agree with the Red Army MEFC. But I'm glad that season's over. It was just a very frustrating season. Obviously, we did actually end up winning a European trophy, which we haven't seen for ages. We haven't seen us winning a European trophy for absolutely ages. So it's great to see us win the Europa League, even though it's not the real thing. Chief says England got decent youth. Tuanzebe, Rashford, Ali. Yes, Sterling as well. I mean, if Luke Shaw was playing in week out for Manchester United, you would have been able to add Luke Shaw to that, but I don't know. But yeah, guys, it looks very good from the outset. outside looking in, but it's just I don't know. It just never comes to fruition. It's so annoying. Welcome back, Crazy Pizza Gaming. Welcome back to the stream, pal. How are you doing? Hold on a second. Hold on. I just need to get into a more comfortable position. Ryan says England have a crap attitude. Yeah, they do, to be fair. You know, they just... I mean, apparently there were stories after the Iceland game that people like Joe Hart was saying, oh yeah, you know, Iceland are really bad, how are we not beating them and all that kind of stuff. And then we lost to them, so there you go, that teases you for being a bit cocky. But there's Joe Hart for you. Who does he play? Oh, West Ham. I was going to say who does he play for nowadays, but there you go, he plays for West Ham. Red Army MFC says, even in the 15-16 seasons with those disappointments around Christmas, I think that Norwich draw was included. Yeah, yeah, that was very, very disappointing as well from Louis van Gaal. I mean, how do you let Cameron Jerome score? I mean, how do you let him? He's washed off as they come. So it's annoying, but I'm just glad that. I mean, to be fair though, I honestly, I mean, you guys might laugh at me, but after that second season with Louis van Gaal, I actually thought we should have given him a third season, because he said he was going to retire after the third season. So I think, you know, if he was going to retire anyway, we may as well have just given him a go and seen what he did in that last season. But obviously now we have, you know, now we've got, you know, now we've got Jose Mourinho. And he's doing a good job, I think. I wouldn't say he's doing an excellent job. I think he's doing a good job at Manchester United. And I think, you know, tomorrow, if he does get a win from tomorrow's game, I think, you know, I'll put a lot more faith into him. And I think I still have a lot of faith in him. But, you know, obviously after the past few performances and stuff, you know, but I'm not going to turn on Jose Mourinho. I mean, I've seen people who, you know, some people are already turning on him, saying he's not the right man. I just don't agree with it at all. But there you go. That's football. That's modern football these days. You know, after a few bad results, you're getting, you know, you're getting you're getting sacked in the morning kind of stuff. And I really don't agree with it, but, you know, that's what people think. Asian Gamer says, do you think seriously, a cab manager England, I can manage England better than that clown, of a manager? Yeah. To be fair, I mean, you might be able to, mate. You might be able to. I'm not even joking. I mean, he you know, the way he picks his squads and all that kind of stuff is stupid. But yeah, it's but at least we are at a World Cup, and at least there's something to look forward to this summer instead of just endless transfer rumours. You know what I mean? I mean, last summer, I'm not sure about you guys, but obviously I was able to make streams and stuff, and that's why I kickstarted the channel or whatever. So without the summer that we had this year, this channel would not exist. But you know, there's a World Cup year this year, and you know, we're playing. England are playing in it, and it's, you know, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting indeed. And to see how well England do, although I don't think he's going to do too. Don't think we're going to do too well, to be honest. Chief says that West Ham lost 3-2 was a killer under Van Gaal. Yeah, it was. I mean, you know, if we had won that game, we would have secured Champions League football again. Which I don't think I think, you know, Champions League football and an FA Cup would probably have. I mean, obviously it wouldn't have appeased the fans, but it would have been better than finishing outside the Champions League spot and getting the FA Cup. I think he probably would have kept his job, because obviously the people, you know, the Glazers and people like that, they only care about the money. And obviously if you don't get into the Champions. If you don't get the Champions League money, then, you know, you're going to be sacked. So, you know, I think it'd be the same for Jose Mourinho. If he didn't get in the Champions League, then he'd probably get sacked. So, you know, obviously money rules football these days. So, you know, Red Army MEFC says LVG staying would have been really controversial. Fergie kept his job because of an FA Cup victory. Maybe that's why Wenger kept his job for all these years. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. Welcome, United fan. Welcome to the stream, buddy. How are you doing? Thank you very much for joining the stream. Please do like if you haven't already. And yeah, guys, if you guys haven't liked the stream, please do. Really appreciate it. Can we aim for 10 likes tonight? And also, guys, just want to let you guys know that I've now monetized my... I'm now able to monetize my videos and stuff. So I'm now actually earning a bit of, like, very, very tiny amount, but it's still, you know, early beginnings. I'm actually earning, you know, a few pennies from this. So there you go. But yeah, I'm hoping to try and, you know, expand the channel, all that kind of stuff. And you guys being here just means the world to me. So thank you so much for being in the stream and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, you know, as you guys getting all these comments in here, it's, you know, I was looking all day. I was looking forward to this. You know, you might call me sad, but all day I was looking forward to sitting down with you guys and, you know, reading your comments and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, thank you very much again. Chief says, imagine LVG still here now. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it'd be. I really don't know what it'd be. But yeah, yeah. I think there'll be. I think, you know, we can leave that to the imagination. I think we would be doing alright because he would have the team for 4 years and hopefully get his players in, and we might be playing alright. To be fair, he did have a very good record against the bigger teams. If you look at LVG's records, so you know, I mean, as you say, they're tubes. So yeah. Asian Gaming wants me to read his comment. He says, yes, I can. I'll put Heaton in goal, and Rashford and Kane will not take free kicks, and Gomez will play, and Henderson will be stripped of the captaincy. Yeah, yeah. Nice, to be fair. Yeah, Jordan Henderson. I mean, I feel for Liverpool fans, to be honest. I mean, I don't feel for them at all. But, I mean, you know what I mean. Having Jordan Henderson as your captain. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's when you know you're crap. That's when you know you've hit rock bottom, when Jordan Henderson is your captain. I mean, he's a Newcastle reject. No, Sunderland reject. I even got that wrong. I couldn't care less where he came from. He's a bit of a, I'm sorry, Covey, he's a bit of a twat. I'm not gonna lie, he's a bit of a twat. But you know, but there you go. I wouldn't have him anywhere near that England team. I don't know why he still gets in it. I think there are better midfielders out there. But there you go. Enough about England. Oh yeah, no. Actually, yeah. Obviously, I do now have a way of you guys donating. I haven't set it up yet, but I do have a way of you guys donating if you do want to do that. I might just put a link in the description. I won't, like, you know, advertise it loads or anything like that, but you know, I might just put a little link in the description down below for anyone who wants to do that in future streams or whatever, because obviously I'm not expecting you guys, as Asian Gamer says, to donate £1 million, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I will not expect that at all, but there you are. Chief says, amen, Red Army. Lindelof has been written off after 1 game. Red Army MEFC's comment is, it's a shame how Lingard is an absolute scapegoat of the club. If Lindelof doesn't watch himself, he'll be the next one because he's inconsistent recently. Yeah, I know, it is annoying because a lot of people are saying, you know, oh yeah, Lindelof is really bad and, you know, we should sell him and, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's just ridiculous in my opinion. I think, you know, he has had a bad few games, but, you know, I mean, David De Gea, when he started, he didn't play well at all. And, you know, and even now, look, he's one of the best if not the best goalkeeper in the world. So, you know, I think you'd be naive to think that someone's going to come in from a different league and settle straight away. Obviously, you know, if you look at someone like Paul Pogba, people like that, obviously, when you pay big money, you expect that. But Lindelof, he was only like 30 million quid, which is, in this market, not too bad at all. And I think Jose Mourinho knows more than anyone about, you know, what signings he needs and what signing the team needs. So I think Lindelof will do well. I think he will in the future. So, but yeah, you know, I mean, exactly, Tubes, exactly. You know, everyone thought it was a poor buy from, you know, but it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Red Army MFC says, long-time supporter RB, you have potential, mate. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate it. Appreciate the nice comments, Red Army MFC. Thank you very much for subscribing and watching the streams, and thank you to all of you guys for doing that, because it really does motivate me to do these kind of things. So thank you very much. Asian goes to choose rich man expecting Kira will have a million quid in his bank account. Yeah, yeah. I barely have 5 in my bank account, mate. Oh, goodness me. But yeah. Oh, God. Cheap says Red Army NFC. LVG won 4 out of 4 games versus Liverpool and lost only once out of 4 games versus Man City. Yeah, I think he would. You know, I think he did really well against those bigger teams. So, you know, I don't know what he had. I don't know what he had. What tactics? But we need to surely just take his tactics and implement them. I mean, I was very hopeful about Memphis when he came to Manchester United. I mean, that was one of the things which I'm really surprised about. That Memphis has didn't you know, because I remember Memphis being a really, you know, one of those people who had loads of potential, but he just didn't produce, which is such a shame. You know what I mean? Red Army MFC says, let's not forget Jose didn't push Mickey out. Jose didn't push out Mickey to play all of a sudden. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's true. That is definitely true. Ryan says, yeah, choose. Ferguson saw potential in De Gea. Jose sees potential in Lindelof. Exactly, and I think, you know, you would be naive, as I've already said. You would definitely be naive to kind of, you know, throw someone in the deep end and go, oh, he's not playing well, let's sell him. You know, you'd be absolutely naive, and especially at a club like Manchester United, who, you know, have a tradition of giving these. Of giving talent, you know, time to bed into the team and settle and things like that. It really would be stupid, in my opinion, to, you know, write off Victor Lindelof. And I think, you know, he, as you said, Tubes, he's only 23, nowhere near his prime yet. And I think he could potentially be a fantastic, you know, centre back partnership. You know, it would be a. It would be a great partnership with Eric Bailly. You know, you've got Eric Bailly, the tough tackling, you know, athletic player who can win headers and things like that. And you've got Victor Lindelof, can play, you know, play on the ball, great vision, good at playing out from the back. I mean, it's a fantastic partnership, and I reckon, you know, I reckon at the start of next season that will be our centre back partnership, and it'll be absolutely brilliant. Asian Gamer says, I kind of feel for LVG, the pay in Di Maria didn't work out. Yeah, it was, you know, it was very, yeah, I mean, it's very unlucky. I think Di Maria started out well, but he just, yeah, it's unfortunate that he left for PSG and snaked us, but there you go. Apparently Memphis, according to Red Army MFC, said he could play for Real Madrid. Well, I mean, from the evidence that he showed at Manchester United, I mean, no way, but as Ryan said, he did score a hat-trick the other day, and he did a Panenka penalty and all that. I think he has settled in very well to the life of, you know, Ligue 1 in the French league, and I think he's doing well there, and I'm happy for him. You know, he's getting regular football, so, you know, good luck to him. But I mean, we should have put a buyback clause on him, to be honest. I think we have, haven't we? I think we have put a buyback clause on Memphis. Chiefs says Dries Mertens has a 28 million buyout clause. I know, that is so low. I mean, I'm not sure how old he is. But I think you know, we should have got him then last. I don't know why we didn't get him last summer, because he would have been ideal. You know, obviously Perisic as well we missed out on. But I think he would have definitely been ideal. So so yeah, there you go. You know, it just, you know, we can look back on these and laugh. You know, we can look back on these and laugh, but, you know, at the time they were very, very frustrating. But yeah, guys, yeah, I am going to think about winding up the stream, you know, wrapping up the stream quite soon. It's been a really fun stream, guys, and thanks to everyone who has joined in. you know, please do leave a like on the stream as well. I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, as I said, thank you to everyone who has joined. I might be doing a review of this stream, not of this game, tomorrow after the game. Maybe, you know, maybe like, you know, 7 o'clock, whatever, a bit earlier than this, because obviously I do realise that it is a bit late. You know, 9 o'clock start is a bit late in the UK, but yeah, I'm going to read a few of your comments for the last bit, and then I will leave the stream, unfortunately. But thank you to everyone who has been watching. I will be reading a few last comments, though. Red Army MFC says, it's funny how players like Neymar, Di Maria, Depay, etc. are shown like their true colours because the French league is still making them look class. Yeah, yeah, no, it is true that they are playing. They're playing well, I think. You know, but I mean, yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see what you know. It'll be interesting to see how Neymar would play in the Premier League. I think it'd be really interesting to see. I don't think he would play as well, definitely. Asian Gamer says, I wish Di Maria was good and stayed, and he would be good right now. He'd be mad on FIFA. Yeah, I think he would have been. He definitely would have been. He would have been sick on FIFA, to be fair. But yeah, I'm not sure if he would have been able to, if he would have been a good idea for him to stay. But yeah, guys, thank you to everyone who has been watching. Please do like the stream, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Please do share the channel around and all that kind of thing. And yeah, as you said, Ryan, I'm excited, pumped for this game tomorrow. Come on, United, let's get the 3 points. Let's get this momentum back, and let's go. And then after this game, we've got the